What's up, everybody, and welcome to the show. This podcast episode is brought to you by IBOW Training. As you know, we talk about training pretty frequently here on the show, and the IBOW has some amazing people that they work with in their network. Are you a designer, rapper, sign maker, or beyond? If you want to invest in your creativity for the future, IBOW Training is the right choice. IBOW is the nation's first training organization to offer training in all aspects of the rap industry, from quoting, design, printing, production, and installation. They offer a variety of training options such as training at your shop, group training classes nationwide, and even private design and print profile training through remote login. With trainers nationwide, IBOW offers support day and night by phone, and many of their trainers are within a day's reach for emergencies. IBOW is growing and will continue to support the industry in a positive manner. For more information, please visit ibowtraining.com. We are also brought to you by We Print Wraps. We Print Wraps is the industry's #1 source for wholesale printed wraps. How easy is it to order wraps? Well, all you have to do is sell the job. Go to WePrintWraps.com, choose your desired film for the installation, upload your design, and if you're not a designer, no problem. They can design one for you and get your wraps delivered right to your door. They offer free nationwide shipping all across the U.S. and Canada on all orders over $500. And for exclusive listeners of the All Wrapped Up podcast, you can get 5% promo code when you type in the word All Wrapped Up at checkout to save on your next order today. Less risk, no overhead, wholesale printing. See why the industry pros love them. To get more information, visit WePrintWraps.com. Our next guest got introduced to the vehicle wrapping when he won a free roll of printable media from Avery Dennison. He watched a few videos on how to install the film and wrapped his Dodge Charger with the film he won with no laminate. After finding more information about the film in local shops, he knew he wanted to work for Kevin Kempf over at PG Nola. After about 6 months of trying, he finally got the opportunity to apprentice at Kevin's place. He has now grown into an independent wrap installer and learning every day. Please give it up for the great and powerful Ezaac Lopez. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to All Wrapped Up podcast. We'll be interviewing industry-leading rap companies to share tips, tricks, stories, and more. All right, Ezaac, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
Same old, same old. Happy Tuesday.
I feel that one, man.
Oh, dude, it's just this week's been kicking me in the ass already, and it's only Tuesday.
I feel you, man. I had a, I told you a little bit a while ago, I had a pretty long day, man. I kind of forgot that I had jury duty today.
Jury duty? Oh, shit. You can't miss those.
Nah, man. No, so that was pretty brutal, but I got freaking lucky, man. And they, apparently all the cases got settled before, 12. So, they, were like, all right, y'all can leave. So.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, it was, the whole room was clapping, man. It was pretty funny.
Oh my God. Is this your second time doing it? First time doing it?
Jury duty? Yeah. I think this is my third time, man.
Really?
Yeah. And the last time I went, I actually got selected to be on the jury or whatever.
Oh my God.
Bro, that was a 3-day process, man. And it was miserable.
What?
Absolutely miserable.
Did it end up being like a crazy case or something stupid?
Dude, it was the dumbest thing ever. It was terrible. The first day, you're into it, you're learning all the facts and everything like that.
Yeah.
Hearing both sides. And then the second 2 days they were just dragging it out. And I'm just bro, this is miserable now.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
They don't even pay you enough. They give you enough for lunch.
Yeah, they give you fucking, I think it's $20 or something like that. $25
right.
or something.
It's come on, what am I going to do with this? Jesus.
Right.
$20 just in parking. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying.
Damn, they need to up that shit. I'm sorry.
Taxing, that's for sure.
I know.
For sure, man. It's all good though, bro. Get some money, I guess.
I guess, dude. So you had a hectic day. You had that in the morning, probably, and then you had your full-time job as well, your 9 to 5 gig.
Yeah, my 9 to 5 is I do auto part sales. I do sales for an auto supply warehouse. Anything from like air filters, oil filters to car lifts, wheel balancing machines, like everything.
Wow.
So,
is it like is it like a franchise, like an AutoZone or something like that, or is it like a custom place?
It's a franchise, but it's a more, I guess you could say, like regionalized franchise. Like it's like the South, like mainly the South Coast kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all like independent owners and stuff like that. So
nice.
We got one over here, and yeah, it's pretty small, but you know, we'll make it happen. That's for sure.
You get a good hookup there working?
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I just be like if, I mean, we sell oil too, so if it's time for oil change, like I just snag a filter and some oil, and I'm like, all right guys, I'm gonna do the oil change, and it's like they'll write it up, but then they'll just be like, oh, you know what, we're just gonna write it off, like whatever. I'm like, that works for me, man.
That's cool. Whatever. Man, dude, I gotta tell you, maintenance and keeping up with the car is like, it's a hassle, man.
Oh, yes.
If you could do the shit yourself, it's great. But when you have to pay somebody, dude, oh my God.
Right. I could do all like my basic shit, you know what I'm saying? Like my oil changes, you know what I'm saying? Like change, you know what, like small shit, but like once it really starts getting into some stuff, like I don't even try. Like I've learned my lesson on that way too many times.
Right. Yeah. It's just like the industry. The DIY it's the butcheries and, you know, it's too much. It's, you know, I couldn't even tell you. I mean, part of the extent that I could do is probably an oil change. I've tried, and like headlight bulbs and taillight bulbs.
Right.
Take it for what it is. But when it comes to like changing like spark plugs or like spark plug wires, no thanks.
Yeah. See, like, fuck all that shit.
Yeah, that shit's for the birds. I'd rather pay somebody.
That's the thing is, like, I could do, like, I could change, like, if somebody smokes my mirror, like, I could put them, you know what I'm saying? I could take my door panel apart, pull my mirror. Like,
yeah.
I could do shit like that. But like,
now you're getting into auto body. You're the jack of all trades now.
You see, like, now that, like, I fucks with a little auto body work right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because, man, like, I started off, my first car was 84 C10, man. And
wow.
This thing was beat to shit, bro. Like, and it kind of started, like, that's kind of what sparked my whole car thing. Like, it's my first truck. Like, my dad helped me. Like, dude, we welded up the tailgate, shaved the tailgate, like, fucking the door handles.
Custom.
Yeah, man. Like, we were going at it, you know? Like, it was a good, you know, bonding experience, you know?
That's awesome.
And that's kind of what kicked it off, man. And ever since then, I've just been obsessed with cars in general. Like, I'm the only person in my family that like cares about cars.
Really? So how many siblings you got?
It's me and my brother.
Just you and your brother? Older brother or younger brother?
Yeah, older. He's
nice.
There's a 7 years age difference. He's 30, just turned 32, and I'll be 25 in August.
Damn, youngin'. 25.
Shit,
shit.
Man.
What was I doing at 25? I was starting my business at 25.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I feel that, man.
Yeah. I was, I think I had gotten my first shop when I was 25. I started when I was like 22 and a half, 23, just fresh out of college. A couple years later, opened up shop. It was great. Shit. You kind of got the same gist kind of going, you know, floating
pretty
around,
much,
doing
like,
your thing.
Timing wise and everything. Like,
yeah.
I was about 22 when I tried my first adventure or my first crack at a shop, like building and all. Like,
oh, damn.
It was like I said, man, it was probably about a year and a half, almost 2-year run, man. And it was the best year and a half of my life for sure. Like, it was just like,
learned a lot.
Yeah, definitely learned a lot. And then, you know, everything good has to come to an end. You know, it ended a little more prematurely than I hoped that it would have. But like you said, it happens.
It does happen, and you know what? You take it as, you don't take it as a loss. You take it as an experience, and that.
Always,
yeah,
sure.
you take it as, you know, take it with a grain of salt and learn from it, and just know that you're going to have to put in more work if you ever go down that road again. And, you know, It is what it is. I mean, some things, like, some things happen, it's just, you got two different dynamics constantly. And,
Right.
Some things might get said or some things might happen, and it breaks it up,
Right. No, definitely, man. And, yeah, I can totally relate to all those things, man.
Oh, dude.
Definitely. Like, and, I've always kind of been like a stubborn kid, a hard-headed kind of person, like everybody tells you everything, and you, at the time you feel like you know everything,
Yeah.
and you don't want to hear it all. And then, you just have to experience it, go through it yourself. And that's how I learned. That's how I learn in general, is physically doing stuff and going through things. It sucks, you know what I'm saying? Because I wish I was somebody that could just listen, just listen to people and just go with it. But
I think nobody listens to nobody. I honestly,
this is true.
As many,
at the end of the day, you're right.
Yeah, dude. I think everybody's gonna learn their lesson through trial and error. I don't know one person, including a lot of my good friends, that don't have regret not listening or not doing something that an older person told them to do. But you figure it out later on in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dude, and honestly, you're figuring it out a lot earlier than I did. I'll tell you that.
I appreciate it. I just gotta try, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always say is, like, in life, as long as you try, nobody can tell you anything different.
Right. 100%.
So that's, like I say, every day, I just give it all I got. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do. Like, I do not stop. Like, Monday through Friday and even on the weekends, bro. Like, it's just putting in 14, 15 hours a day. Like, just trying to, and like, I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff, like, I all my bills are covered, like, more than covered. Like, I'm good. It's just do it while I can, like,
right.
I'd rather
you're young,
be in the garage. Yeah. While I can still do it, while I can still do 15 hours a day.
Right. Believe me, it's going to start creeping up where your legs are going to get a little,
bro,
hurting.
I'm feeling it now,
Oh,
man.
shit.
It's starting, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, it was like last week, man. Like, I was doing the freaking bumper on the back bumper on the Subaru, man. And like I was in this position for a second, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and then,
caught ya.
Like the doorbell rang, so like I had to get up real quick, bro. And like that quick, I was like,
oh, shit.
Hold up, like, let me stretch this out real quick.
You sprout out in the fucking middle of the bay, just laying down.
Oh shit!
Be there in a minute. Fuck, let me get up.
Dogs barking and freaking. Oh man, it's all good.
Oh shit, dude! That's all it takes is getting up the wrong way or falling a certain way, man. Dude. It's fucking game. Today I worked on my knees. I was so mad that I didn't have fucking knee pads. Like,
yeah, man.
Wrapping a van. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's.
I've been feeling that one too, bro. That one for sure.
And you're on concrete too, and now.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you wear? What do you wear for sneakers? That's
I got some.
Good question. I forget to ask people.
That is a good question, man. That is actually a very important, like I'd call
legit.
It a tool, man.
Yeah,
it's something that like it is, dude. Like, cause when I first started really working with Kevin and stuff like that, man, I'd show up to work in Chucks and shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And bro, I get home, my feet are sore, my knees are hurting, just feel it all in your body,
Yeah.
So I went, I'll be honest with you, dude. I really try not to spend too much money on work shoes.
I'm the same way, bro. I'm frugal as fuck.
Right. I'm falling on a budget over here.
I still got fucking shoes with the Velcro on them, dude.
Yo, that's lit. That's pretty dope, not gonna lie.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, man, there's a Nike outlet probably about 45 minutes away from my house, man. And every now and then I'll just go over there and check out the clearance section and see what's good. And, every now and then I'll score some good ones. And right now, the ones I copped out that I got right now are they were $25.
Damn.
There's some like Nike like running shoes, man. Like they use like that breathable material and everything.
Yes, soft soled.
Yeah. So and dude, like I said, made a humongous difference. Like,
yeah, dude,
I felt it, man.
Man, you're on your feet 10, 15 hours a day. Yes.
Yeah.
No way.
Rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Fucking real rough, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Dude, I got me a pair of Adidas Ultra Boosts. Now, before you judge, they are $180, but my wife got them for me for Christmas.
Okay.
So I didn't spend the money. Well, I may have spent the money, but I don't know.
I may at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's, it is what it is. But, bro, it changed my life. I will spend the $180, but I will never buy another. Dude, it's like wearing fucking slippers. Like, I know people probably say that and it's cliche. Oh, these sneakers are the best. They're like, no, these motherfuckers are like wearing, like, you're walking on pillows. Basically what you're doing. It's great.
To look into that.
Dude, you will not be disappointed. Just go there. Just go to the Adidas outlet or go to the Adidas store and just ask them, hey, can I try on some Ultra Boosts? Bro, just put them on and just walk around the store. You will not be disappointed.
Dude, I think I might do that because, like I said, the ones that I got on now, they're probably about 6 months old and they starting to look a little rough, man.
I got me a new pair the other day and they were on sale for $150. But it was worth it.
But look, right, that's what I'm saying. If it's worth it, bro, I don't mind.
Yeah. You can't put a price on your body and the wear and tear that you put on it. You know what I mean? Even if you're buying insoles that are $20 to help,
it's something.
Dude, it's something. Because I used to be a Chucks guy too. Flat feet, dude. My knees would kill when I go home.
Bro, I'm the same. I got the same shit, bro. I got the flattest feet on the freaking world. Like this
straight
shit.
up. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's not
it
good
not a good
for you.
time.
No,
it is not a good time. Like people don't get it, man. Like you said, standing up for hours at a time. Like it for me, it's my lower back. Like
yes.
My like I wouldn't say lower, but like mid lower back.
Yeah.
Like that's like standing up, bro. Like I'll start to I'll have to like shift around. You know what I'm saying? Like just to like be able to bear it. But I mean, it's life, man. It's coming. It's happening. They don't wait for nobody. They
don't wait for nobody. No, dude, that shit just creeps up on you. You wake up in the morning and you're like rolling out of bed. You're like, ooh, I gotta crack a couple things, and before you even out of bed,
man. I've been stretching, doing some morning stretches.
Yeah,
and
working.
It works.
Damn.
Like it helps. Like throughout the day. Like I feel like it kind of like helps my blood start going. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like gets everything loosened up.
Yeah,
and like it definitely makes a difference. And I got a really good buddy of mine. When he was younger, he had like a back surgery and he had to go through all this like therapy, and he does, these stretches for his back, man. He showed me this one. It's like, you just got to sit at the edge of your bed, tuck your like try to touch your chin to like your chest, and then just kind of like lean forward, bro. And I promise you, like, it's like, you're going to be like, what the hell is going on?
Like sitting down and having your chin.
Just normal. Like if you were just sitting in the chair, and you try to touch your chin to like your chest, and then kind of just like start leaning forward, like you're gonna start feeling some tension in your back for sure. Yeah,
I gotta try that.
Yeah, it helps, man. That one, stretching. Everybody stretch. Yes, message for everyone out there: stretch.
For real, I don't give a fuck how old you are, how young you are, dude.
Stretch for sure, man.
And you know what too? I think we gotta find out some type of way to like stretch like your fingers, like getting the phalanges fucking going, dude. Because holding a goddamn squeegee, dude, my fingers burn.
Yeah, I feel it in my thumb. Like between my thumb and my the rest of my fingers.
Yes.
Like that shit'll like start just burning up. I'm like, how the hell does like? I don't know. You just got to work through it, I guess.
Bro, I held the squeegee today, and I was like laying down, and I was getting like just the lower rocker panels, and I was like still leaning down. I got my arm like over my head, and I'm just like squeegeeing down. Bro, I felt like the squeegee weighed like 10 pounds. Like I couldn't hold my arm anymore. Like I get a couple strokes and I'm like, oh my God, like
that
am
burn,
I really that weak right now? Like what the fuck?
Stretch, homie, stretch.
Damn, dude.
Loosen that shit up, bro.
I know, dude. Maybe we gotta start implementing some type of rap exercises to do
right
prior
stretches for rappers.
Dude, I've caught myself fucking my girl's got this foam tube thing. She uses it to like stretch out her back because she's got lower back problems. Dude, right. I get myself rolling on that, like my back, like you just roll back and forth, leaning on it. Oh, dude, you want to talk about stretching? Holy shit. That thing will get you loose. $5. Bought it at Five Below.
Oh, I'm in.
Oh, yeah, dude. I love that store.
Sign me up. Sign me up. I'm on it.
For real. Yeah. Oh, shit. So you had mentioned you're rapping today. What do you got going on? You're working on the Subaru at Kevin's place?
Yeah, it's he has, he's got a couple cars in here. And, like I said, I do, a lot of like subcontract, people call me and shit.
Yeah.
He usually, like me and Kevin, we have a really tight relationship. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him for probably about like 5-6 years now.
Nice.
And man, like there was for about 3 years, man, like I saw this dude every single day for like 10 hours a day. And like, you know what I'm saying? When you're with somebody that long, you just have a bond.
Right. 100%.
So like he's still like, I still come over here and I help him whatever he's got going on, like if I don't have anything personal going on, like, outside of here, like I just come through and just help him out. So he's doing, he's repping a Challenger right now, with some graphics, printed graphics, some overlays, like, some typical Kevin design, some crazy ass shit.
Yeah. I've seen him templating that thing.
Dude.
Freaking I'm like, crazy.
Right. Like this dude has like huge nuts, man. Yeah. Does not give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna waste this entire sheet of vinyl just to freaking make a template.
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah. So he's doing that, and I'm knocking out what is it? Outlander or
Outback?
Yeah, something like that, man. It's the SUV, and it's like I think it's like a 2015, and we're doing I'm doing like an Avery color.
Nice.
It's gonna be a new color, I think, that they're gonna release, and I actually don't even know the name of it, but it's pretty badass. I'm gonna say that. I don't know how much I could say, like. I don't want to get in trouble, so it's pretty badass.
Shit. Yeah. So you got some top secret shit going on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's pretty badass, man. I'm excited to finish it up. At first I was like, we're gonna see what's up with this. I saw a little sample, and you know how that goes. The sample really never does the color justice. So
right.
I laid one side, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be kind of cool.
Wow.
Like, not gonna lie, this is gonna be pretty good. So.
That's insane. So when are you gonna wrap that thing up? Next couple days?
No, today. I just got the roof to do. Yesterday we were it was me and Kevin. We was like this back piece or whatever, and I asked him to give me a hand because I just didn't feel like strapping the thing down. Starting on one side, like this flimsy ass piece of plastic. I'm like, look, dude, just help me lay this thing down, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's knock it out real quick.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, well, let's take out the emblem. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. So like, dude, like literally the second, like we took a squeegee, wrap it in a microfiber, and like, really getting in there,
Yeah.
And dude, with like the slightest pressure, pushed down on it, and this thing just like literally exploded.
Come on.
I'm talking about like we were both just standing there for a couple minutes, like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, so today he went and got a new piece for that. So I gotta wrap the roof and just put it back together.
Nice.
We should be good to go. So yeah,
that's
excited to
awesome.
see this thing in the sun for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's not gonna get released yet, right? Probably gonna take some pictures and then,
Yeah, for sure. I would assume I'm gonna make this assumption that it might come out, for RapsCon or for SEMA or something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know how they, like every company always does their little,
Right.
you know, release a couple colors for every big show. So.
Yeah. That's cool, dude. So is this kind of like your first time working with the color kind of top secret for first one?
Oh no, man! Like,
No, damn.
no, definitely not, man.
Oh,
I mean,
you're
look,
in the end, dude.
well, look, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm like super low key. Like, I mean, you see my Instagram. Like, I don't ever post anything that really has to do with a lot about my rapping or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know? But like I do like these random live, you know, videos. I post on my story about all the vinyl, like all my vinyl stuff. But you know, a lot of the people that follow me and know me, like they know that that's what I do. You know,
Right.
So like, I've been fortunate enough to, you know, being exposed and being around with Kevin. You know, like he gets, you know, he's definitely got a name in the industry for sure. You know, so he always gets the shit, and like I said, I've always been fortunate enough to be around and be able to experience all this stuff and just be a part of it in general, you know. So like that is, I will say that is probably one of the biggest perks of being Kevin Kemp's pupil for like freaking 3 years. So
yeah, you've got one of the best teachers right in your backyard, man. Just teaching you, and you're there. I mean, you eat, sleep, breathe the shit. And like you said, you know, for 3 years straight, it was like 10, 15-hour days with this person. You basically break bread with them every day. You have breakfast in the morning with them. It's more of a family. And that's kind of like the whole gist of the show is to reunite everybody together in the industry. And, I think what you have is huge, because not a lot of us, you know, can have that. I mean, when I had started, dude, I was like lettering trucks. I went to like a truck place, and the girl was like, "Yep, just bring your portfolio in." And then I was fucking stuck behind a plotter, weeding and taping shit for like the first 3 months. I didn't get.
Man, I feel you, bro.
Didn't even get to touch a car. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, like,
for sure.
Come on.
I mean, I will say this, man. Like me getting in with Kevin, man, was just, I was young. I think I was maybe like just turned 19. You know what I'm saying? And
wow.
I graduated when I was 17. I worked, and then right out of high school, like I kind of like, school wasn't for me. I wasn't like a school person.
Mm-hmm.
So like I just started working. You know, like I landed this shitty job at a veterinarian clinic, started off washing dogs, picking up dog shit. Like, next thing you know, I'm like, you know, like I was the head tech of this motherfucker, like helping with surgeries, doing blood work, like doing all this shit.
Damn.
And then, you know, yeah, man, that was cool. But then, you know, like after a certain point in that, like you can only get so far without, you know, like some kind of schooling or degree or anything like that. So I was just kind of like, you know, like I gotta figure out what the hell I want to do. You know, like, I just don't know. I know I like cars, so I actually, and this so this is the story behind me getting into bike.
I want to know.
Yeah. This is the story that you have to know before I met Kev. It all leads up. It's one big grand scheme. But,
awesome.
So I saw this thing, you know, this is like before like raps really, really started blowing up. Like before like KPMF was even a thing. Like, you know, like this is like back there. Like Arlon was still popping, freaking like, you know, Orcal was like the most tackiest thing you've ever freaking like
touched
in your life. Yeah. Like, it was retarded. Like,
yeah.
So like I started following all these rap pages. I followed Avery, and they had this like little contest for like, I think it was like 75 yards of like their digital media. Like, right. So I entered this contest. A month later, I get this email from them telling me that I won. Like, what's the ad? Where do we need to ship this stuff? And I'm like, wait, for real? And they're like, yeah. So like, bro, like I'm still living at home, like at this point, and like this big ass box, dude, with a freaking 75 yard, like, or I think it said it was 70. Dude, it was massive. Like, dude, like I had a charger at the time, and I swear, bro, I watched a couple YouTube videos, like, I kid you not, freaking, like, ordered some freaking squeegees and a knife, like some shitty ass knife and some shitty ass squeegees, bro, from Amazon, and like, I literally took my car apart in my front yard and wrapped this thing by myself. My girlfriend sat next to me at the time, and she just She literally sat there and like I just did this whole thing because like yeah. So it
Wow.
came out, and this was like I said, the digital media. So like it's meant to be printed on, laminated. Like
So you
I
just
went
did
straight
straight
raw,
white.
like raw white, bro. Like
Jesus
no
Christ.
lamb, nothing.
No laminate either. I was just going to say
Brutal,
that.
bro.
What
It was
the
brutal.
fuck?
Did the whole thing, bro. The whole car looked terrible. Like it
I could
was
admit. What
bad.
color was the Charger?
It was silver. The Charger is silver, so I kind of got away with some stuff.
Yeah.
Like at the time, like I was really got into photography at the time, so I was posting all these editing the pictures to make it not look that shitty. And slowly but surely, like I found Kevin's page or whatever, and I kept hitting him up, bro, like once a week, like hitting him up in his DMs, bro, like you know what I'm saying, like what's up, man, like love to swing by the shop, love to come through, you know what I'm saying, like just being that dude,
Yeah.
And then man, that went on for probably about 6 months or whatever.
He kept you on the hook for 6 months.
Dude, I'm like, hey man, I'm persistent. Like,
Wow.
If I want something, I'm gonna get it. So dude, I looked after about that. I was just like, whatever, man. Like, I'm gonna keep trying, but I need to figure out how to do this shit for real. So then I started. Like I said, I remember it was the videos that I watched the first time were the Justin Pate videos, these, just the little bitty ones, the little spurts, and I looked up what was it, the Avery class or whatever, and went to one of their training. Me and my dad, like I said, I was 19. Me and my dad went to Dallas, man. That, shout out to my parents because they have always supported me and everything.
That's amazing.
Dude, he took off. Yeah, he took off a weekend, man, and we went out. We drove out there, and we had an awesome weekend. And once you do their class, you get they'll throw you a roll or whatever.
Right.
So then, I think it was what was it, the gloss emerald green. Avery gloss emerald green, something like that. Emerald green. It's a badass color, and that was the roll I picked, man. And then after about 30 years, I finally got all the white off from the disc.
Oh my god, the removal must have been a fucking nightmare.
Bro, I got so mad. I ended up paying two of my friends, my girl. I was like, look, I don't care. Just please,
just help me get this shit off.
Right, just please. And dude, an all day thing, man. It was just it was miserable. We were pulling off I wouldn't even say quarter size pieces. I'm talking about maybe penny at the most.
Jesus.
Chunks.
I would have just traded in the car at that point.
Bro, so yeah, so that's, dude, I was mad. I was young and I was a hothead when I was younger, bro. And I was so mad. I was stupid.
What was I thinking?
Right, so then I ended up getting it all up, and I'm all right, I was fuck it, I got the roll, we're gonna do it again. I'm not gonna take this one off. If I get rid, if I gotta take it off, I'm selling it, because I just, in my mind, I thought that
that's what it was.
Vinyl. Yeah, I thought that was his vinyl.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing the shit, bro. And when I went to the class, and that's when I really got introduced to real vinyl, and I was like, oh shit, this is way easier. What the hell?
Oh my god, so, I could pick it up without stretching the fuck out of it.
Oh my god, I was amazed. And I told Justin that, he was like, dude, what the hell? He just he's really soft spoken, and I was just like, oh shit, what the hell did I just do? So yeah, when I got home, I had this newfound knowledge, and I went at it one more time, man, and this time it actually came out pretty, I wouldn't say it was good, but it was solid.
Better.
Right. I still had this freaking this, I don't even know this forest of wrinkles in the corner of my back bumper. That was I didn't even know. But for the most part, it was good. And at this point, like I said, it was a 6-month thing, man. And then after all this shit, still trying to talk to Kevin, he finally responded and was like, car looks good, man. I'd love to check it out. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, man. I'm on my way. Blah 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 blah. I'm so excited. And,
I'm around the corner.
Right, dude, he started to talking, and I remember, dude, at the time he was working on, it was that Rolls Royce that he did in the KPMF, the purple blue, like, what's it called? I don't even remember what it was. It was a while ago, man. It was dope. And, yeah, like, I was just in awe, but like at everything, you know, and like he just telling me all this shit. Like, yeah, just got the rolls in. And this was before KPMF even released that color. That was like the first time I ever, he was like, yeah, it's the only, like, I only got like, he was like 48 inches by however long, like not even like a full roll. Like, and I'm like, damn, bro, like that's so sick. So that's how it started, man. And I, like I said, I was really big into photography. So like my pull with him was like, I was like, look, man, like, let me just do your pictures. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me come around. I'll spend a couple hours and just get some candid shots for your, you know, Instagram, and like just trying to use that to like my advantage. It worked. And probably about 3 months with that, I was still working at the vet. And like one day I remember he was just like, so what's your schedule look like? And I was like, oh shit. Like, I was like, bro, I was like, I will drop everything, man. Like,
I quit,
ready, bro.
I quit.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, dude. Like, that was a whole nother story too. Cause, man, I was at, like I said, I was at my point with the vet job, and Kevin told me all this, and like, I put in my 2 weeks at the vet. I think I got like 3 days into it, and they tried to give me do some shit, and I was just like, you know what?
I'm out.
Took my scrubs off, folded them up real nice, put it on the counter, put the key on the scrubs, and I was like, all right, guys, see y'all later.
Wow.
I just dipped and never came back, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hopefully you ain't got no dogs that gotta go there.
No, it was all good. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, like at the time, like, yeah, I might have did some shit and might did, you know, like like that's pretty fucked up to just dip like that. But like, I've always like tried to like mend, you know, anything wrong, or try to just at least make it right, or like come to have a closure or some kind of agreement. And fortunately enough, that worked out, and I'm actually really, really cool with the owners and the people that still work there.
Oh, that's great.
Shout out to Marrero Veterinary Clinic for putting up with my ass.
Putting up with well, I mean, man. You gotta see, sometimes you gotta seize the moment, and sometimes you don't have the luxury of saying like, hey, I want to do it right, and I want to give you 2 weeks. But then like, and then it just gets weird. It's like creeping up to the 2 weeks, and then having you like do some crazy shit that you never did before.
And that's what it was, man. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, we're gonna start doing this chore list or whatever. And like, I'm like, oh, okay, like for sure. And I'm like the head tech guy. Like, okay, like I'm doing important stuff over here. Like, you really want me to go dust the blinds right now? Like,
oh shit! Right. What do you want me to do? I was like, fucking clean the toilets? What the fuck?
Dude, for real. It's bad enough I gotta pick up dog poop.
Yeah, right? Isn't that enough? Shit, picking up shit all day, literally. Oh,
it's all good though, man. Like, it's all good.
Dude,
like I said, it was a learning experience. Yeah, everything works out. The universe always balances itself out.
Always, dude. And it's so funny that like he would be like, yo, so what's your schedule? So what ended up happening? Like, he was just like, hey, what's your schedule? Like, hey, I need you here more type of thing.
Yeah, it kind of just like, it's like slowly started, you know, and I've always been honest with Kevin. So I told him, I said, like, if you, like, whenever if you need me to come during the day, like, my schedule's free now, like, you know. And he was just like, all right, for sure. And, you know, just slowly but surely, like, week by week, he'd be like, all right, man, if you want to come in tomorrow, you can, like, you know, like, kind of shit like that. And then, like, from pictures, you know, he had me doing, like, you know, all, like you said, weeding shit, like, you know what I'm saying, sweeping, mopping. Dude, I didn't touch a car for, like, a year, man. Like, I didn't wrap anything. Like, the extent of me wrapping, like, I don't know if you've seen pictures of Kevin's shop, but like, he's got like all the swatches on the wall. Like,
yes.
Like little plastic swatches.
Yeah.
Well, the original sets of those, like both the Hexus books and all, like, I wrapped all, like, dude, every day for like a month, like, did this shit. Yeah, dude, like, just all this, like, you know, like the grunt work, you know, like, like, you know, but I just kept going, like, kept pushing, kept showing up, you know, and like, like, man, I've always been, like I said, been very persistent in like anything that I've ever wanted to do. Like, I've always gave it 110%. So like, I was in it, man. And then like slowly but surely, he was just like, all right, man, like, I want you to wrap these skateboards for me. I'm like, all right, for sure, and like just gradually just learning and watching him. And there was this other guy that worked with him at the time. And, just like being able, like I said, just being able to be around someone that like, been in it for so long and has accomplished so much, like that kind of inspired me. I'm like, man, I don't want to waste this guy's time. Like, what I'm saying? It took me this long to even get here, like in his shop, like I don't want to. So like, I tried and tried every day, gave it my best, man. And it paid off for sure. Like
what you done is very rare in the industry. I don't know if you know that, because being more or less of a grunt person and kind of let's just say like being almost like when you're a tattoo artist, you got to be an apprentice for so long. You know what I mean? I know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I know I've said that a couple times in the show, and it's very rare that anybody does an apprenticeship and for a whole year. Holy shit. Like, that's got to show crazy dedication that, listen, I'm really into this shit. It's been a year. I haven't touched a car, but I'm learning, I'm watching, I'm absorbing like a sponge. You know what I mean? You must have been ecstatic when you was just like, yo, I need these skateboards done.
Oh, dude. I was like, and like, look, man, like, even I bitch and moan about those freaking swatches, man, but like, just doing that shit, like, I learned,
right.
The like different backing, every brand has their own air release. Every brand has their own, what I'm saying? There's different layers. There's, like you can't do this. You can't stretch carbon fiber this way. You can't, like you can't heat mats too long, like small shit like that, and like you said, like Kevin's never been one to like just hire anybody.
Right.
As long as I've worked for him, like
very
anybody
rare
that's ever worked. Yeah. So like, that's like, like you said, it is kind of crazy, but like, man, like it's worth it. And anything, you put the time into it, like it's always worth it. And like, that's, again, shout out to my parents, because my parents aren't from here. Like, they're not from this country. Like, they're super old school. And like, I grew up like super like, like, dude, I grew up, I couldn't even say stupid or like dumb growing up. Like,
shit,
like,
strict. Where you from? Strict. Where you from?
I was born here. I was born in New Orleans. But my mom's from Belize, and my dad's from Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you grew up a little religious, like hardcore.
Oh man.
Go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, man. Yep. Like, and look, man, like I said, they did everything that they could, and they definitely, like I said, super grateful for everything that they did, and always being supportive and always having my back. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so completely kind of lost where I was going with that
one. No, dude, this is fucking great. This is unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, to have supportive parents too, man, it always helps, because,
oh yeah,
back then it was like literally as soon as you're done with high school, it wasn't so much college. It was like, hey, you got to go to work because we need to pay bills for the house, and et cetera, et cetera. And, to have supportive parents that, come here as immigrants, as my parents are immigrants too. I mean, they've always supported me in what I want to do, whether, it was literally going to be a dead end, or,
right.
It was just going to be an investment and just see what happens. I mean, to have that luxury of being able to try to figure your life out more or less at the expense of your parents, it's
right.
It's a little bit more risk, but if you're able to hit a home run with it, man, I mean, you could pay your parents back tenfold in the investment they've given towards you. And it's always good to be like, you know what, this is a career path I want to do. It's a great career. I'm making money. I'm able to give back now. It's good all around. It's good all around.
Yeah. And like, you know, I'm sure you can relate to this, but you know, like, you know, with having, you know, my parents and your parents, I'm sure, like, you know, you feel like you got to give it that much more.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, you got to make it worth the there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my only goal in life is to just make my parents proud. You know what I'm saying?
Proud. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
just
I think that's what any kid and any parent
right,
that would
right,
want their child to strive in something that they are passionate about and they love and eventually, hopefully, build a career out of it and make some
right.
residual off of it. For sure. 100%. Dude, I mean, when I grew up, I was the first person in my family to go to college. I mean,
That's awesome, man.
that was a huge thing for my parents. They were like, listen, I don't care if you go to school for 2 years. I don't care if you go to school for 4 years, 6, 10 years, whatever. We'll pay for it. But I just want
Right,
you to go to school, go college, go experience it.
right.
So I did 2 years. I got an associate's degree. I fulfilled
That's
that.
what's up, man.
Yeah, I fulfilled that. But then, like, it's like the sign and graphics industry really wasn't what I went. I mean, I went to school for graphic design, but it wasn't
Right,
really,
right.
you know, it ain't like it is being out in the real world. Like graphic
Right.
design, it's not like, it's like fucking creating business cards at fucking Kinko's. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Right.
stupid. You know what I mean?
I feel you, man. That's, and like I tried school.
Yeah.
I will say that. Like, I want to say, like, I think I went for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And like, yeah, I was like, dude, this shit is not for me. Like, I can't do this.
What
like,
were you trying to
and I told
major in? Did you have one?
Uh,
A major?
I think, I don't even remember, dude. Like, I honestly couldn't even remember what it was. Like, that's how, like, much I just wasn't into it. Like, I was just there because, like I said, like, I mean, I like you said, like, had to try to, like, you know, show my parents, you know, that, like, they, you know, that's what they want. You know, they want,
Right.
you know, their kids to go to school and everything. And like, I told my parent one day, I just talked to my parents. I was like, look, man, like, you know, I definitely struggled in high school, you know, and I'm like, look, like, I don't want to waste my time, and I definitely don't want to waste your time or money,
Right.
you know, at that, you know, like, and they told me, they were like, look, like, we're okay. Like, it's fine. If you don't want to go to school, it's fine. But one, you either gonna have to learn something, like learn some kind of trade,
Right.
or you're gonna have to, you know, work. Like, my dad works in chemical plants. You know, he's a pipe fitter. Like,
Wow.
so my dad, yeah, he works, man. He's been doing this for probably like 30 some years. My dad's probably like 50, 55.
Wow. That's
So,
hard work
yeah.
too, man. And that's
Yeah, and
probably
he's
all
still
he
at
knows.
it, man.
That's probably all he knows.
All he knows, bro.
Yeah.
And he is a freaking beast at it. Like,
Yep.
you know, like, he always tells me, you know, and like I said, my dad's from Mexico, so, you know, he's got that, you know, heavy, like, he knows English and, you know, he can read it and write it, but like, sometimes, like, you know, I gotta help him out and stuff. And
Yeah.
like, bro, like, he still does like the old school, like you said, like, you know, like, nowadays everything's on computer.
Right.
You know, like, this dude will draw up these blueprints, like, by hand, like, stay up all night, like, by these giant ass rulers, like, just drawing everything. I'm like, damn, dude, like, I'm like, if this dude that freaking came to this freaking country, barely knowing English, like, at 16 years old, like, if he can make it, there's no doubt in my mind that you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like,
yeah.
that's my thing, man, is just fucking keep working. Keep
Hustle.
working until it pays off. Yeah.
Yeah. And eventually it will, regardless.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, it's just a matter of time. I mean, I know I've said this numerous times. I think it's like you got to put in like 10,000 hours or something like that into a trade in order to kind of more or less debut as like a master at it, so to say.
Right.
And I think
Right.
and I know listeners of the show are going to go nuts because my math completely sucks. Hence the reason why I barely passed fucking high school.
I feel you, man.
It was like,
feel you.
I think it was like 5 years worth of work wrapping over, I want to say 6,000 vans or something like that.
Jeez.
It's something crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Imagine that. Even if you just put it in perspective, like you got to wrap, okay, before you call yourself a master and actually let people know that you actually know what the fuck you're doing, you got to wrap 6,000 cars.
Right.
You got to have that underneath
100%.
your belt. That's great.
Right.
Dude, that's a lot of cars.
Yeah, dude, I don't even know. I couldn't even begin to tell you a number of
How many cars do you think you wrapped so far?
I couldn't tell you, man. In all honesty, I could not even tell you. I mean, there's nowhere like I'm nowhere near like you know what I'm saying.
You got like a level you think you got like 1,000, 500?
I wouldn't even. I'd say maybe. In all honesty, I'd say maybe like 3.
3?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
But like, dude, this is the difference though. Is like I do a lot of color change. Like I really do not fuck with commercial wraps or graphics at all. Like that's not. I can do it if somebody really needs me to, but like I just.
Yeah, but the color change is a whole nother game. Your skills have to be on point. Like for a commercial wrap, you can get that shit done in a day. Color change, multiple days.
But that's the thing with me, man. Is like I can do color change all day, every day, like nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? That's what I learned to do first. That's what I got into first. You know what I'm saying? So like for a while, you can ask Kevin, man, I struggled with commercial, and sometimes I still do. Not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's hard. It's hard, dude.
It's the whole lining everything up and making sure, and even like now I definitely know. Like I know so much more. I definitely, like I said, I still fuck up. Everybody does. Like, and I'll always admit to it. But like
same here.
Right. Like now I could definitely do it. I can knock out vans. I can do like wall grab. I could do window. I can do everything. All that shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather not. Like, I'd
just give me one solid color, please.
Right. But like for a while, like I struggled with spending too much time on commercial apps because I'm so accustomed to like tucking every corner, making sure, making sure everything's on point, making it. And Kevin's like, bro, why are you taking so long on like, you know what I'm saying, these spy grabs? I'm like, bro, it's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. Like, and he's like, it's got to be perfect to an extent, man. And, and I will say this. Kevin definitely drilled that into me, that like whole like
commercial versus
just being a perfectionist, being OCD. Like, bro, like I am super anal about like I'm dead ass serious when it comes to vinyl. I do not fuck around.
Isn't it a curse a little bit?
It's a love hate thing because like I will literally like I kid you not, I've like for the Subaru I literally spent like 6 hours cleaning this thing.
Jesus Christ.
Like getting underneath every single gasket, getting like behind everything, like washing behind the freaking like inside the trunk and like all this shit, dude. Like because like I said, like being around Kevin, training with Kevin's the same fucking way. Like he is super like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I started working for him, like I'd think that I washed his car completely and he'd be like, bro, like what is this? Like there's shit underneath the gasket. There's shit underneath over here. Like all you had to do was pick up this little thing, And like, dude, like he was like, I honestly feel like, man, like he was the perfect teacher for me. Cause like he wasn't like, he was hard on me, but he wasn't like a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mr. Miyagi style.
Yeah. Right. So it was just like, I'm like, oh shit, like fuck, like my bad. You know what I'm saying? And then like now it's like, dude, if I have to deal with dirt wrapping a car, like I will lose my shit. Like I will, like, dude, like I said, like, all right. So this is my like go through with the car. Like I get the car. If a car comes in, straight up outside, hand wash. You know what I'm saying? The basic, nothing crazy. And then after that, pull it in. Take the whole thing apart. Mirrors, door handles, moldings, headlights, taillight bumpers, everything. Like, break this thing down. Like as much as you can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, go through another wash. Like I'll wash the whole thing. This time I'll wash inside, like, you know what I'm saying? Get in the engine bay kind of behind, everything inside the jams. Like even if I'm not wrapping the jams, get the jams. Like get all that stuff because, the static.
Right. Yeah.
So like get all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, depending, like if it's like, honestly, I usually cut it off after like 3 years. If it's like 3 years or older, clay bar the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, clay bar, get all like that grimy, that nasty stuff that's been sitting on there for a while, clay bar the whole thing. Then I'll go back after the clay bar, I'll take the alcohol and I'll wipe it down. And then finally I'm like, okay. Now we can get to start. You know what I'm saying?
We can
now
do something.
Yeah, now I can start fucking with some vinyl, and then
Damn. How
yeah,
long from start to finish, just a breakdown before you even put a lick of vinyl on a car? How long, like, what do you think? A whole day?
and cleaning
Yeah, whole day before you put a fucking lick of vinyl on.
half day.
Half a
Half
day.
day for sure.
Wow.
Half a day. Like straight up cleaning and prepping and just getting your environment right. Like that's the other thing too. Is like I'm always like fortunate enough for me. Like Kevin has always been like I said, he even like fully supports me now doing my own shit. You know what I'm saying? And like his shop, man, is like so well lit. Like I'm a firm believer in having good lighting.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Having blades on you at all times. You know what I'm saying? Having the right squeegees. And I've always been one to use like even if like I always spray like it's like a water, baby shampoo, alcohol kind of thing mixture that I use or whatever. Like even if I don't use a wet edge, like I just helps with static. It helps like just helps your squeegee glide across the vinyl better. And actually it helps me like see like exactly where I've squeegeed, where I haven't squeegeed and stuff like that.
Right.
So like, just having like the proper tools and like the proper setting and everything like that is always super, super crucial for me. Like even though in South Louisiana, your setting is like you're not always in control.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
believe me, I get it up here in Boston, dude. It fucking rained like a bastard this morning and it was like 80 and humid this afternoon. It's just ridiculous.
That's the main thing down here is the humidity.
Yeah. The moisture.
Fucking with Avery, dude. I didn't even use a heat gun until I have to post heat.
Right.
So like I would just have to stretch something and like I'll overstretch it. I'll just like pop it back up, let it just naturally just go back to normal. And I'm just like, word, like let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, I mean that's the crazy thing about Kevin's setup. There's like no AC, so the temperature, like you're literally blowing the hot air out the door. You know what I mean?
He's getting it. He's definitely getting all that shit squared away. Like,
yeah.
He was telling me today, he's got all these like, just ordered all these crazy ass exhaust fans and like doing all this shit, like doing, like getting his stuff right. I'm like, bro, you deserve it, bro. Like,
yeah,
all this time you put into it, all these dope ass, like, all these dope ass cars, you fucking deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
To
like,
be in a nice ice box inside of a shop. Yeah. Walk in with shorts and it's like 100,000 degrees outside. You know what I mean?
Rough.
Dude, it's crazy. Today, I had my temperature at 70 all day. I was fucking, I was sweating.
That's beautiful.
Dude,
really?
Dude, I had pants on. That was my first mistake. I was I woke up this morning and I'm like, okay, I know it's going to be shitty out, but I am going to be regulating the weather in the garage. So I know I'm going to be in there all day. So shorts or pants. And I'm like, but I'm going to be on my knees today. So I don't think I'm going to wear this. Yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up.
I hate that, bro.
But you know what?
That's like when you put shorts on in the morning and they feel great. And then halfway through the day, they start to like stretch out. And now
yes.
Like, you need a belt and shit. And like, yeah, I feel you.
Oh,
I know exactly.
Dude, it's crazy. It's just insane. And dude, like I always wear a belt regardless. When my pants are like still a little tight, I always wear a belt because dude, I'm burning calories all day long.
Right. Moving all day. And stuff like that.
Dude, it's insane.
I feel you.
It's insane.
I have a nice balance of the amount of energy I exert and the amount of food that I intake.
There you go. If the pants start feeling a little loose, time for lunch. Let's go.
Right. Pretty much.
That's so funny. That's so funny. But going back on what were you talking about for tools? Now, what type of tools are you mainly using? Are you being like, because you're working with Kevin? Kevin's super minimalist. No bag, squeegee in the pocket, blade in a sweatband. Yeah, dude.
Very, very, very similar. I try to I usually keep like about 3-4 squeegees on me. Yeah. At the most.
Pocket in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you probably heard it from Kevin. Dickies all day. Man.
Dickies all day.
Yeah. So I got, I usually use, what is it? I got the Aurifol Teflon squeegee.
There you go.
I mean, the Teflon squeegees in general are awesome. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Those things are freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I got I like the blue Hexus, soft squeegee with the red felt. For me, that's like usually my go-to. I got, what is it? I don't even know who sells these things anymore. I think it's Yellow Tool. The wing squeegees.
The winged ones. Oh,
yeah.
The winged ones. Is that the newer ones, or the Pro Tools has the winged ones?
Yeah, I think like I said, I don't know who exactly sells it. They got the 3 different ones. There's like a red one, a yellow one, and a green one.
Yes, Pro Tools. Pro Tools.
Yeah, Pro Tools.
I love those, dude.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
I use the red one.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's my favorite. I'm not the only really hard squeegee
Teflon.
that I use is the Teflon.
Yeah.
And, like I said, the 4th one, if it comes down to it, freaking a wet edge.
Yeah.
Wet edge all day, man. It's just, like I said, I always like to use moisture when I wrap. It cuts down on scratches, the lubricant, it just helps all around.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah. And I like that you mentioned that you could see your squeegee strokes, because we always want to overlap, and seeing that last stroke, dude, that just makes more sense. I mean, that's subconsciously, you know what you're doing, but saying it, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like,
right. Yeah. Like I said, it's just something that I picked up. I actually started doing that when I started trying to do PPF and shit.
Really? So you're getting into PPF too?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not a pro.
Dabbling.
My skill. Yeah. I've done a couple full cars.
Yeah.
That's always not fun, but money wise, definitely worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah. But yeah, back to tools. And then, I guess blade wise, I use the XL blades, I know Avery's got the white one, that style.
Yeah, with the rounded front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got, again, shout out to Kevin for always hooking it up. He's got those, the exclusive ones from Excel, the pink and, the Miami Vice looking color.
Yes. Yeah, those are hot.
Yeah, it's my favorite, man. It's my favorite. The wrap glove, I got Kevin's special edition, the purple one. I use that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I got these 2 little, one's a little pick tool, that I like to use. And the other one is, I don't even have it. I don't have it on me, but it's it's one of those plastic, little pick tools, but it's kind of almost like a squeegee kind of thing. I don't even know exactly what it's called. I'm gonna have to go look it up in a second. But, yeah, that's really it, man. I don't really, Simple. I try not to have, and then I don't have a sweatband, but I always got hats on. So I kind of just
stick it up in your hat.
Yeah, just tuck my knife in the hat, bro, and just kind of roll with it.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely pick the simple, setup from Kevin. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude, I've tried doing that, and I feel like I'm lost half the time. I feel like I never have, when you go, if you're a contractor or carpenter, it's not having your tool belt. You feel like you can't do shit. And I've tried so many times to do the whole blade, 1 or 2 squeegees, my little I have an XL little pick tool, an air release tool. Carry that and my snitty to cut the backing paper off.
Hell yeah, bro! That thing is freaking awesome.
For real.
Something else I definitely should say. Shout out to that thing.
Yeah, shout out to that thing.
That thing is, oh my gosh.
Oh shit, dude! It is the tool of the century.
100%.
How many times 100%. You cut the backing paper with a blade and then it gets all choppy and then it's getting stuck to the vinyl?
Bro,
oh,
I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I'm super confident in my knife skills, and you know what I'm saying? I use what is it, the 30-degree blades? I use those all day.
Yeah.
And man, like I said, super confident in my cutting skills, but I have never even attempted to try to manually cut with a blade just the back.
Fuck that. It's not even fun. You're not missing out.
Right. I'm not, hell no, I'm not taking that shit. The first person I saw do that was Rick. Was it Rick Fedora or whatever?
Oh, Rick Fedora. Rick. Shout out to Ricky.
Dude, my dude. He's freaking awesome.
He's fucking amazing. I love Rick.
Yes. Right. Dude, he's the shit, bro. No, does not hold back.
No, I'll tell you how it is and how to get there.
Always, bro, always. I fucks with it. And this dude just like freaking lays out the vine. He's like, all right, I think we were doing a bumper or some shit, man. And like, he just lays it on the ground, fucking starts going. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, I'm cutting the backing paper off. And I'm like, we got the little tool, the snippy, the thing that's designed to do that. Yeah. Like, he's like, oh no, man, that's gonna take too long. I'm
old
like,
school.
Oh,
he's
you
fucking
wildin', bro.
Yo, he's gangsta.
Yes, bro. Straight up. You
can't change. Fucking, how's that saying go? This is like the ongoing thing for fucking my podcast, bro. Like, I can never get a saying like the right way. I always fuck it up. The whole thing about like, you can't take the streets out of the gangster or some shit. Or you could take.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, some shit.
Fuck. There's all kinds of variations.
Dude,
But yeah, I feel I know exactly what you're saying. I feel, 100%, man.
Dude, when you're so used to doing something for so long, it's just like, it's just second nature. You don't even think about it.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. And then, like, when somebody does it somewhere else, you're like, you start freaking out and you're like, whoa.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Right. And then, lo and behold, man, learned a little something new. Again,
there you go.
I've never attempted it. But, I'm just going to leave that for
Did Grandpa Rick show you anything? Any tricks? You take anything away?
I've worked with Rick a couple of times, and I think one of the main things it kind of was like the first time I'd ever worked with him. It was like, I think it was like the first year of RapsCon, man. Like, I think he was doing it was a Lamborghini for KPMF, man, and like that, I think that was like my first time like using KPMF, man. He just like, I was fortunate enough to work alongside Rick, and at the time I think it was Neil from ND Vinyl ND Vinyl. Yeah. There we go. And bro. And then those two cats, man, like I said, shout out to them. They are amazing installers. They're like some OGs, but like two completely different personalities,
right?
And takes and everything, man. And I got to learn, like I said, from Rick. He told me, he was like, bro, just don't be scared. Like, I know it's a Lamborghini and I know, all this shit, but don't ever be scared of the vinyl. You know what I'm saying? Like, just always like, don't ever like doubt your skills and your confidence. Bro, like, it sounds corny, but like, for sure, man, like, it definitely makes a big difference. Like, your mindset, in anything, if you don't have that confidence, that backing behind it, it's never gonna come out 100%.
Right.
So that's probably one of the main things I've learned from Rick, learning how to cut the backing paper off. Never attempted it. But
the gangsta way.
Yeah, bro, I'm not that thug. I'm not that guy.
Oh shit!
It's safe, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep to my snippy.
Yeah,
snip. Well, I don't even know what it is, bro. But
snitty.
A snitty. Yeah,
the snitty. I think, dude. I know it's dubbed the snitty, but who the hell came up with that? Like,
I don't know.
That's a crazy word for a tool.
I don't know.
A snitty.
My first time I ever saw one was the Blue Avery one.
Yes.
And then everybody's got their own, and like version of it. I think Yellow Tools is the dopest one though, for sure. I know that's from Yellow Tools because like, they have their logo, they have the dope ass branding and shit like that. But their shit, I've never had any issues with like, cause some of them like I've had problems with like, it'll grab onto the vinyl or,
yes.
Start, just cutting all funky and shit. And like I said, Yellow Tools, that one there, I don't know what kind of like, I don't know if it's like Teflon or something,
Teflon,
but like
100%.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you got the single one. I got the single one too that just cuts the paper. It just splits the vinyl and the paper, but it keeps it still attached. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they had that. I want to pick up that dual one, the one that cuts the 1-inch gap out of it so you can hinge it. Oh,
I don't know, man. That's
right?
I don't know. One at a time.
You can't fit that shit in your pocket.
Yeah.
My tool pouch will take it.
Man, dude, I tried the pouch, man, but like,
just gets in the way.
Dude, well, for me, it kind of does because like I like to, like get close on the car, especially with the color change and stuff, details, and like I've always been super scared that like I'm gonna turn wrong, I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna like, you know what I'm saying, like a magnet might, nick something or like just I don't know, I'm just super paranoid, and then like I always feel like I can never find anything in my pouch. Like I feel like I have this like I'm not very, very organized when it comes to things like that. So like I kind of I use just the big pouch and just threw everything in it. So like I'm always like just like scrounging around like where's my knife? Where's my like where's my snitty?
Oh shit.
Like, so yeah, like I said, very minimal, but gets the job done, man.
Works
for me
you.
at least.
Right.
To each his own.
Yes.
To each his own.
100%. 100%. Yes. I think that's kind of unique too, because not a lot of people go rogue like that, where it's, my biggest paranoia would be like, I don't know where the fuck I put my squeegee. It's in my back pocket, my front pocket, my little fucking side pocket.
It happens, bro. It definitely happens. But I've learned that for me, it helps if I keep, it's crazy, but if I keep my squeegees in my cell phone pocket, I'm good. If I actually keep my cell phone like in my left pocket, like
it screws you up.
Right. Like if it's anywhere else, like if my phone's anywhere else, like I'll freak out. If my squeegees are anywhere else, I'm like you said, I'm like touching every pocket, like like where the hell did I put that thing? Like
it looks like you lost your keys. You're patting every pocket down. What happens if you wear?
What's up?
I was gonna say, what happens if you wear cargos? You're fucked.
Telling you, bro, Dickies all day. It's a lifestyle.
Oh, damn, dude. Well, while I was brutally interrupting you, what were we gonna say about your mom?
Oh, no, man, it's all good. She's just always told me that if my ass wasn't attached to me, I'd probably lose that too. Like
that's a mom. Oh, that's a mom comment.
Yeah, but she's right, man. They're always right. They're always right.
They're never wrong, dude.
No, man. Even when they're wrong, they're right.
Yes.
In a good way, though. And not like that sarcastic, like in a super good way. Like even when they're wrong, they like always like just like
they know best.
It's to say some shit, and it's just like, yeah, you're so right. Like,
yeah.
Why have I never thought it? Like,
but they make you think. Yeah. They fucking like ninja the shit. They like tell you something, and they're like, yeah, whatever. And then fucking 20 minutes later, you're like,
just manifest.
Damn, what'd you say about me? Fuck.
Right.
What?
Come back all.
What
was that? Little Kevin Hart's kids start getting all hype in your room. And
yeah.
What? You gonna disrespect me? I'm a grown ass man. 16 years old, pacing back and forth like.
Oh man! You just think that you know everything, and it's just that real.
Yeah, man.
The realization of it comes to like a bottleneck, and you're like, "Damn, I'm fucking stupid."
Yeah, I will say this though, man. Like it just everything comes hand in hand with something. I will say that mindset of like thinking you know everything definitely came with like this confidence and like this like outlook on life that like I'm invincible, I can conquer the world, like, and then life hits you, and then you're just like, all right, realistically, like, let me conquer my like 1,000 square foot of freaking apartment, right? Like, and then we'll start with that. I'll work my way up.
Yeah, small increments first.
Right.
You gotta crawl before you can run, right?
Yes,
and shit.
It's always tough one though, man. You get a little excited sometimes.
You do. You kind of stand up and you're like, oh, wait a minute, no, not quite there yet. Oh, yeah, that's fucking cool, man. That is awesome. Yeah. So
always stay humble for sure.
Always stay humble, man. I mean, I feel like I know you so well now. You know what I mean? Only an hour.
Oh yeah, man.
An hour in. Super laid back. I gotta say though, going back to like your photography, bro, like I could have sworn you went to school for photography because your photography is like on point. Like your photos are crisp.
I appreciate it, man.
Perfect lighting. Like I'm not a photographer, but I like look at, because I'm like anal too. You know what I mean? Like, I look at shit, I'm like, damn, how the fuck do you get that lighting like that way to get that thing? Like, I know you gotta do editing too, but damn, like, you gotta start with something.
All my, like, okay, so photography, that's always just been, and always will be a hobby. Like, it's always like my first camera. I had my charger, bro. That was when it was white. I had me some like SRT, like Viper rep wheels on there. Like, thought I was big shit, man. Like, going out to the car shows, like 18 years old, 17 years old, just like out of high school. Bought my first car on my own, bought my first wheels, wrapped this motherfucker, like, thinking I was the man, you know, going to car shows. And I'm like, all these dope ass cars, man. You know, you get your photographers going around taking pictures. And I'm like, you know, if you want to take a picture of the charger, it's cool too, you know? Like, you know?
This is cool. Just like, don't take a picture of the wrinkle in the corner there.
Right. Just catch the angle, bro. So I was like, fuck it, man. Like, bought my own camera off of Craigslist for like $200. And like, I taught myself, man. And like, I've come a long way. And now, like, I really don't shoot too much. Like, I don't really shoot too many car things like anymore. I used to do a lot of car stuff. Like, people would, you know, pay me to do shoots and stuff like that. And slowly kind of got out of the car stuff. Like, I don't know, like, I love cars, don't get me wrong, but like, I feel like the car scene is just right now is just, it's, I don't know. It's in a weird place right now, you know? And I wasn't with it, especially over here, like down here, man. Like, if it wasn't like, you didn't have certain kind of wheels or if you didn't have certain this, like, your shit wasn't cool. And I'm like, no, with that, like, do your own thing, bro. Like, it's your car, like, do what you like, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
Yeah.
It's an extension of you. And, you know, when people start harping on it, like, oh, that's stupid. Or it's like, dude, you don't even know what he had to go through to get to where he is now, you know?
And even with photography, man, like, I appreciate, you know, the kind words and always will. But like, I do get a lot of backlash from like random ass photographers, like, you know, just being like, yo, your shit's too dark, your shit's this, like this and that. I'm like, man, that's, you know, if that's your opinion, bro, then apply it to your work, not mine, you know?
Right.
Like, you know, so like,
dude, you know what me and my boss said the other day? We should just start telling people like all the shit we do is just art. If they start pointing shit out, be like, yo, it's art. And you can't fucking say shit about art. All right? It's not wrong.
I would say it gives it character.
Yeah,
even if it's wrong,
dude.
It's character.
Like, right. So, dude, I was I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was wrapping these fucking antique doors, all right, for this. Oof. Yeah, dude.
Oof.
Oof is already. Yeah, let me finish. We were wrapping these antique doors with some photography photos that this lady took. It was for an art show. She was gonna hang these doors up on a wall as like whatever, and then the photos of the people. She was gonna give the doors to them at the end of the art show or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm wrapping these things, and I start asking my boss, I'm like, yo, what's the detail around here? Because you have, like, these 4 concave sections in the doors with molding. I'm like, bro, this shit ain't gonna stick to this. Like, what? Like, where am I reliefing this, and where am I fucking just rolling this shit in?
Right.
So I start.
What's the game plan?
Yeah, dude, please give me something. Give me somewhere to go, because I have no idea. And, he's like, dude, just relief cut the insides and we'll roll the edges nice. And if they pop, no big deal. They're going to be standing up on the wall. It's going to be a door. We're just going to say it's just fucking art and that's it. And I'm like, dude, why don't we
was meant to be like that.
Yes, exactly. It was meant to be like that. You're right.
It's a 4-dimensional effect that you can feel and
yes, you could feel it, see it, smell it. Dude, the fucking... The doors have been painted 20 times. Fucking, dude, I honestly want to wear gloves because there had to have been. These doors must have been, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 years old. The lead in these doors must have been fucking,
I was just about to say,
dude.
That's like,
yeah, no joke.
That's that paint.
Yeah.
That's that shit right there.
Real paint.
Oh, man.
The shit that stayed on for years.
Right.
Vinyl wasn't getting that shit off. That shit's embedded in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's bonded with that wood forever.
Forever, dude. And we had 6 of them to do, and a couple of them were double-sided. Bro, it was an all-day event. I was so pissed, but after he told me, hey, it's art, I was like, oh, all right, so it's art. So fucking,
Let's do it.
I just burnt that shit in and just roly-proed the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
cool.
I feel you, man.
I'll
you
run
gotta
with
do what you
it.
gotta do sometimes. Man.
That's it. Get it in, get it out.
You gotta make it happen.
That's it. Oh, man.
Make it happen. That's always been my motto, bro. With
Dude.
vinyl, it's always, I'll make it happen.
Oh, always.
I'll make it happen. Yeah, for sure. Like, that's always been my thing, man. Like, I've worked alongside some installers, I've never worked with before. And, like, sometimes, like, I think it was, what kind of job it was, man. But it was like, it was a car, and I was doing it with, like, this company, like, hired me out, and they were like, look, like, our guy, he's all right, but, like, we need the extra set of hands, just somebody, this needs to be nice.
Right.
The client's paying money, and I'm like, all right, for sure. I'm doing it with this dude. We knock out the whole car, man. And like, I think it was like a spoiler. The spoiler comes in. He's like, oh man, like, why didn't they bring us to us like beforehand? Like, we finished over here. And I'm like, fuck it, bro. Like, let's just do it. The amount of time you're sitting there, staying and talking about it, like, strap this thing down and already be halfway. Let's just do it. Like, go. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been a big procrastinator. And this last year, somebody gave me some advice and was like, the cure for procrastination is to just do it. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you don't want to do it, just do it.
It's fucking
like
Nike right there.
Yeah, just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it.
It's some real shit, bro. Like, it's definitely some real shit. And I've been trying to apply that, to as many situations, I try to catch myself when I am feeling that way. And I'm like, oh man, I'll just do it later. I'll cut this out later. I'll do this later. I'll wrap this, I'll wrap the handles when I finish the bumpers, and it's just like, you know what, bro? Like, I know personally, I know damn well after I finish wrapping this whole car, finish the bumpers and everything like that. When I look at them door handles, I'm sure everybody gets the same feeling. That last 10%, you're just like,
I'll see you tomorrow.
Right, and then tomorrow comes, you're just like, damn it,
and
still there.
Well, the thing is, it's the first thing you got to do. So I don't know what's worse, leaving it for the last or leaving it for the first. So
first, man, knock it out first, bro. That's what Kevin's been telling me that shit too. He's just like, let's do it. But I'm like,
just get it done.
Like, just put them in the vice, bro, and just knock them out. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I've always been one, like, with door handles and intricate pieces. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even with my color changes, like, I'm not gonna sit there and like try to like one piece this door handle and like, bro, I'm a seamless motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna have a seam on the inside. Like, it's gonna be nice. You're not gonna see anything. Like, it's gonna be clean. Like, I'll make sure everything's nice and tight. But like, I'm not doing it.
No,
I've burned myself way too many times. Like,
working like an asshole. Why would you want to do that to yourself?
Right. And then at the end of the day, bro, it's like, my thing is like, I don't want this shit to come back to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it does, like, don't get me wrong, we're all human. It happens. Like, there's nobody in the world, or I mean, you know what I'm saying? Maybe there is, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers like Jim Miller and John Hoover. But even like, even John, you know what I'm saying? I remember, this is why I fuck with John so heavy, is because I remember one time in the Rap Society, he's like, man, everybody's posting all these awesome pictures of the raps done, but like, be realistic, and he admitted, he was like, man, like, I still have things that come back, shit fucks up, but it's like how you fix it, you know what I'm saying? How so like, I like, that's awesome to me that somebody like of such stature, like, can say that, can admit that, like, I'm wrong, like, it happens, like, be home, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, man, like, post your shit, be confident in your work, like, always, like, I will always preach that. But like I said, be humble, like, like, just don't ever, like, I try not to, like, ever, like, talk negative or, like, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. Like, just, I'm one of those people, like, the law of attraction. Like, you say it, you put it out there, it'll happen, it's gonna happen. So, like, like I said, I try not to, like, I know if I try to freaking do a mirror and like I'm right now, I'm sitting next to a freaking a Panamera, like a Porsche Panamera. I'm looking at the mirror, and I'm like, we're about to wrap this thing next week, and I'm like, okay, like it's gonna be a seat, like you know what I'm saying? A seat
Pre-gaming
here,
it.
I'm gonna tuck this, like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no doubt in my mind, I can knock out the majority of this thing in one piece, but like, is it gonna last?
Right.
Like, is it gonna hold up? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I said, like, I don't want it coming back to me. And then like, I feel like right now, like, that's a big thing. Like, especially like on a lot of like, you know, these like pop-up shops that like, you know, like are trying to get in on the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the internet definitely puts off this like, you know, the whole like doing bumpers in one piece and like doing all this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
the cowboy stuff.
Right.
That's-
You
It's
know what
not
I'm saying? And,
realistic.
like, it's not, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like, you know, especially a lot of new guys, you know what I'm saying? They come in and they think that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's cool because, you know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through that phase. Everybody wants to, you know, you want to push yourself to see like what you can do, what you can't do. And you know what I'm saying? And you want to be the best and you want to be like, oh, well, yeah, I did this door handle one piece. I did this bumper one piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cool thing to say, but it's like longevity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is it going to be good in a year?
Right.
6 months.
Like, that's what me and Kevin see it all the time, man. Like, people will come in and be like, oh, we have this, you know, like people out of state, you know, around here, like somebody wrapped this car, you know what I'm saying? It looked great. Now it just looks terrible. And it's just like, yeah, like, you know, like that's what I don't want. Like, I don't want people to keep thinking that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, like now, like selling vinyl for me, you know what I'm saying? As an independent installer, I don't have like a actual shop. You know what I'm saying? I don't have like, you know, all this other things that like, you know, for Kevin to sell a rabbit, it's a little bit easier. You know, like come through the shop, come check out some colors, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So like for me, that's my thing is quality. Like if I'm, you know what I'm saying? If I can't, I'm not going to sit here and like try to compete with, you know, like Kevin or any other guys around here. There's more than enough work for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I said, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just try to do it right the first time. You know what I'm saying? Help the industry grow. You know what I'm saying? As a whole, not like I said, not just for your Instagram post or just to like, you know what I'm saying? Flex on everybody on like, you know what I'm saying? The forums and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be smart. Like I hate wrapping mirrors in general. So why the hell do I want to have to like wrap it again? And just
right.
have to like do all this other shit. Like I just, you know, like just take the time to like really just think things out and like, you know, plan everything out. And like I said, that's one thing that I've learned from Kevin is just prep work. Like that is, like the key for me and like everything. And like, you know, with vinyl is prep work. You know, your raps are as good as your prep work. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how good you are, like if you wrap something and there's, you know, a little bit of dirt behind it, like it'll look good for the first couple of days, but it's gonna, you know, so.
It sucks. Yeah. I think you nailed it in the head with the prep work. I mean, not only prep work for cleaning and having the car ready to have the wrap installed, but it's coming up with a game plan, dude. I don't know how many times I I have a wrap coming up and we get the car sometimes a couple days or even a week early because it's coming from the dealership and, you know, we have to profile it, template it, all that jazz. And I'm already thinking, okay, I'm going to start here, do this first. These handles are kind of a bitch, so I'm going to take them off. Even though we don't really take handles off for commercial, I've found out that, you know what? If it takes me 10 minutes, I'm fucking taking them off because it's
100%.
10 minutes. It's going to save me 30 minutes. Yeah, later.
And a headache.
Oh, dude. You know how many times you get the bottle capping around the fucking edges of the handles? It's like the fucking crow's feet. It's like, dude, that shit's fucking tension like crazy right there. It's never coming out.
Whole side of the whole side of the vehicle is on point. Graphics line up. Everything's on point. And then you got these like little freaking, like you said, like the
The little
wrinkles, the little
wrinkles
spurs,
and the hand,
fingers,
dude. Fuck,
and
dude.
you're just like, really,
yeah,
really,
yep.
and it's just like, and you see, man, that's like for me, that's why I said like I try to steer away from commercials because shit like that would like drive me up a freaking wall.
Oh,
like
dude.
even though I know that like it's not even that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like 9
Right.
times out of 10, the customer's not even gonna notice.
Right.
But like I can't let.
But your peers are gonna notice. Mm-hmm.
Right. I can't put my name on that and then freaking, you know, like the last thing I need is for someone to be like, oh yeah, you know, like such and such wrapped this vehicle, you know, and then the person that's looking at it is like actually notices, you know, by the slimmest chance, who knows, like actually notice it, and in their mind they're like, what the hell is this shit? Like,
bro, that happened to me, dude. Today, that happened to me, and I was fucking. I almost went down on my knees in excitement because I was just like, thank you. Somebody fucking noticed, right? So I was wrapping this fucking minivan, and the color of the bumpers were the same color as a little bit more of the graphic on the sides. So I pre-cut the wheel wells and put that aside. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing that bumper in one piece. I'm going to do a couple inlays on the ends because I had this plastic piece in the middle. So I only had to cap the two ends. So I'm like, I'm going to take that fucking scrap and put it fucking in there, and I'm going to fucking seam it. So I'm I'm doing the whole car. My boss is like, dude, do you need a hand? I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I'll get it done. No problem. Blah, blah, blah. Get in there, fucking knifeless the thing, bang it out, fucking wrap the bumper, you know, put another piece of knifeless, cut it, made the little seam. He's coming to help me for the back door. I have the back door kind of like propped up with the auto skins tool to kind of get it off the bumper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, just come give me a hand because there's like a straight line. There's a straight line from left to right that I had to really hit. And I'm like, I'm like, come and help me get this on nice so I don't have to work like an asshole. And I see him looking at the bumper, and I'm like, this motherfucker noticed. He's like, dude, how the fuck did you do that back bumper? I was like, did you do it in one piece? And I started dying laughing. I'm like, don't you fucking wish I did that in one piece. But I appreciate the compliment because it was like dude, it was a gray, and I knew it was going to turn white if I stretched it. Dude, it was a Dodge Ram. It's like not a Dodge Ram, a Dodge Caravan. Dude, those back bumpers are probably the worst fucking back bumpers I've wrapped. I don't know what it is about them.
I gotta give that one to either a Tahoe, like the old school Tahoe, or the Escalades.
Probably the equivalent of an Escalade. It's got like that sharp kind of edge on the end.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Oh, man. Dude, fuck that. I'd rather put a seam there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Then they come around that fucking 90.
I feel you.
Fuck that.
That's rough, dude. And then, especially with you know, if you got some printed shit, like you said, that you stress that shit, it's gonna
white, like in an instant.
Instantly, yeah.
And I was like, dude, I was like, I appreciate the compliment, but I took the panel from the wheel well and put a piece. He's like, because all of our other installers, they would have just cowboyed the fucking thing and made it turn white and been in there for half an hour. But you know what? For 10 minutes of my time putting that seam in there, I had a less of a harder time doing the bumper than I would have if I was trying to get it all the way in. Fuck that. Awesome.
Yeah, no, man. I 100% agree. And like, just planning in general, bro. Like you said, that's definitely something that, you know, is super, super important.
Yep.
So.
Nope,
but look, I probably got like another solid 30 minutes in me, and then I gotta go finish up the Subaru.
Yeah, we can wrap this thing right up, dude. I think we talked about a lot of great stuff and talked about,
for sure, man.
You know, your journey, and I don't want to take up a lot of your time, bro, because I know Kevin's gonna be on your ass trying to get this car done. You know what I mean?
Man, he's good. He's all good, bro. That's how it's like I said, man, we've been friends for a long time. It's like a brother kind of thing, and like that's just how we fuck with each other. Like the main one that we always catch each other with is, "Oh, you're not done yet?"
Yeah.
Like bro. Like it's just this thing that we got going on, bro. Like I said, it's just brotherly love that it's awesome, man. It's a good time for sure.
That's awesome, dude. Well, let me
Yeah.
ask you one more question. As far as like now, you're still kind of doing this part-time-ish, after your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
What do you think is the hardest part about being an independent contractor, right now?
Like I said, just being able to you know what I'm saying, not having the luxury of like I said, just having a home base, being able to cause like, don't get me wrong, like Kevin's always offered it to me, like, you know what I'm saying, always just like, if you want to use the shop, you're more than welcome to, and I always told him, if I do that, like, I compensate you, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not just going to be posted up, wasting space, but yeah, I think for me, that's always been like the biggest thing is just like, if you got somebody, for instance, like the last thing, what was the last thing he did? It was E63. Did the full PPF on it. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he paid, I definitely made, I made it worth my while for sure.
Right.
And he was super willing and everything like that. And you know what I'm saying? Brand new E63 freaking, you know what I'm saying? AMG, like, he's like, all right, cool. Like, where do you need me to bring the car? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, well, if you want to bring it to my boy's shop, like this was in, across the lake, and it's probably about like 45 minutes away from here. And like, I got a homie in that area that I can use his shop in New Orleans. I got Kevin. I got another homie that always lets me use his shop, Baton Rouge. I got another homie, like I do a lot of like, like all around, like not just New Orleans. Like I would say that's probably the benefit of, like being an
Mobile.
independent installer and mobile. Yeah. Like you have that luxury of like going around everywhere and everything like that. But like I said, I feel like that's just a selling point, just letting the people know that like, okay, your car is safe. Like,
Right.
like when you tell them like, oh yeah, bring it to, such and such's business, like, and it's not your business, like off jump, they're going to be kind of like,
Yeah.
like who is it?
Why?
Like, right. So that's probably been, I would say me personally, my hardest, like, speed bump, I guess you could say, to overcome, but I'm good now. Like I have a steady, like, clientele, like as far as like, different shops that hit me up regularly. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff for like this race team. Just all kinds of shit. So like I've created, my own little, like I said, clientele that's, consistent. And every now and then, I'll get those random people that are like, oh, can you do my roof? Oh, can you do that? And like, man, like if it's like a roof or something, I'm all for it. Chrome deletes. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit, dude. It's not worth the time.
Yeah, too much time over fucking cost. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. And like, you know what I'm saying? And like, for like shit like that, I always like attack. I'll throw up like an outrageous number. So if somebody's actually like, oh, okay, like yeah, like I'm not like I might bitch and complain the whole time, but at the end of the day,
you made out good.
Yeah, I'm getting compensated for this.
For sure.
It's all good.
For sure. Do you think eventually you may open up a shop down the road?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm just trying to, recuperate from, that one adventure that I had,
Mm-hmm.
As far as like the amount of money that I invested in everything, just getting, like I said, getting ready for the next
chapter
endeavor. Like, yeah, and like I do plan on opening up another shop, but I don't think that I'm just going to, I guess, what was the word I'm looking for? Just, like I'm not going to just do wraps. Like I want to do everything. Like I want to,
full service.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, full set. Maybe not so much like, like full body shop or full mechanic shop, but like if somebody comes through and wants to work, it's like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm not going to, advertise like, such and such wraps or like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be like full on like everything, but like not like I definitely don't want like those, like those regular tint shops, like on the corner of like, like I have a vision in my mind of like, I don't know if you've ever been to New Orleans, but they have, Canal Street, which is like, you know, one of the bigger, like nicer streets, like, you know, tourist attractions and shit like that, man. They have all these nice ass buildings. And my dream is always like, maybe not on Canal, but like, just have a location like that with like freaking big ass glass windows, AC, like, you know, rapping some shit and like just watching people like, you know, kind of like float by and like being like, oh shit, like that's some dope ass shit. Like that's a dope ass car. Like, cause like, man, I don't care who you are. If a car looks good,
right.
You know? And that's what I want. Like, I want that. Like, I want to build shit, like everything, man. Like like I said, that's where my heart is, like in cars. Suspension, wheels, freaking, you know what I'm saying, vinyl, interior, like, you know what I'm saying, like custom kits, like all kinds of shit, man. Like, I want to do it all, like for sure.
Damn.
Maybe not like me, not necessarily, like definitely if I can't do something, I'm definitely gonna hire somebody to do it. But like,
oh yeah,
I want to learn it all, man. Like I want all of it.
Dude, those are
for sure. As much knowledge as I can get, I want it.
That's a big dream right there. But you know, given that you're young, dude, and you already got those stepping stones set, you're gonna get there. You just keep fucking hustling and keep, you know, doing what you're doing and learning and networking. I mean, I think you got a great base of people to support you and to help you out, you know, with what you need.
For sure, man. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough, you know what I'm saying, to be put in the positions that I've been put in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, being exposed to Kevin, you know, the trips, like all the things we've accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I just turned 21 when we won the Rap King of, you know what I'm saying, 2015, like Rap King of the World or whatever, you know, like, so for me, man, like that was I was probably with Kevin for about 2 years at that point, you know, like maybe only rapped one car by myself, you know, and, you know, then we did the Lamborghini and it was just like
Game
all this
changer.
like, yeah, man, like that's when I really realized like, okay, man, like you could do this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can, you know, help this industry grow like for the better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been, you know, like I've watched, I wouldn't say I've been there from the beginning, but like I feel like I caught the beginning of like this, I'd say this like, I don't know, like this vinyl revolution, like colors started coming out, flip flops started coming out, you know what I'm saying? KPMF started with the laminates, like all this crazy shit was starting to come out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all at one time. And that's when I like me, I was just like, oh bro, like I want it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to do that. Like I want to be like, and like, man, like I'll say this to Kevin, man, like I freaking, like, I admire everything that Kevin has built and done and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that. Like, I want, you know what I'm saying, that for myself. And like, that was kind of the part of the reason why, like, I kind of like, you know, like me and Kevin split ways was because like, I kind of just like, I wanted to do my own thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not be like, cause like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, being a part of PG NOLA has been probably the best thing in my like life that has ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like after a while, you know, like you're in this shadow of PG NOLA, you know, like, or just like this big company and not just like this, like, and other people probably feel this in other different professions and everything, you know, like when you do stuff, when you do a trade, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you work for a shop or something like that, like, you can only go so far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, that's what I appreciate Kevin so much for is like, we talked about it and he knows, like, you know what I'm saying? And he supports me 100%. Like, you know, like doing my own like adventure and trying to do my own shop. Like, bro, like I said, he was like, man, like if you ever need help with anything, if you need, like, you know what I'm saying? Print something out. Like, I got it. Just give me a call. Like, and I like, man, like I love that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I've been fortunate enough for sure to like be where I'm at. And like, I feel like now, you know, like I know, like I've known, you know, a bunch of people in the industry and stuff like that. But like now, like I feel like I'm confident in like my skills and like, you know, like what I do and everything like that to like start trying to like build my own reputation. You know what I'm saying? And like,
yeah, like your own brand, like
right,
you as a whole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, not be like associated with this and that. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's awesome. Like it's great that I could say, you know what I'm saying, that I was a part of that, you know, and I did this and I did that. But like, you know, just a little bit about, you know, anybody, you know, I don't know if
it's still
nature,
not you. Yeah, no, I
like,
totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah. So it's just like, and you know, that's kind of the thing, man. Like, you know, like I is my thing. And that's kind of like, you know, I reached out to you probably about a couple of weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and like, man, like I've kept up with the podcast, man. Like I listen to them, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not all of them. I might not listen to all of them through and through, but like, man, like I love it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I just wanted to give, I guess, like my, you know what I'm saying, my perspective to like the new generation of rappers.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the next, like the young cats, like the young guns, like you said, man, like it's different. You know what I'm saying? You got people that are just trying to get in it, you know what I'm saying? And like, they don't want to put the time in. They don't want to learn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But like, there are people out there, you know, that like, you know, and I've been fortunate enough, you know what I'm saying, to meet some of these younger guys too, like going to RapsCon, going to SEMA and stuff like that. Like there are people, you know what I'm saying? There's this next generation of rappers that like, you know what I'm saying, is coming up. And, you know, like I know a lot of, you know, like right now, like, Kevin's got like a little helper, you know, and like, I try to just, you know, like encourage him every day. Like when I see him, like, bro, like you're doing awesome. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're doing a great job. And like, bro, I used to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I started off sweeping the floors and mopping and like, you know what I'm saying? Like doing all, you know, I always call it rapper's purgatory. Like this just, it's just the shit that nobody wants to do. Like, but it's gotta get done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep going, man. Like, I know it sucks at the time, but like I said, if you just keep working at it and anything, like, it'll pay off.
100%.
You know, and like, just stay confident and keep doing what you're doing, you know, and like, don't ever like I said, be humble is the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Always learn. Like, I'm constantly learning. Like, even now, like, Kevin always says it too. Like, he's, you know, learning too. Like, every day you learn more shit. Like, just no matter how long you've been doing it, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there that's, I've always just had this mindset of just like, no matter how good you are, there's always someone better. So like, always try to be best, like your best. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, as long as you try and keep going, like nobody can take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? And you heard my story, man, from like somebody that freaking started rapping off freaking, you know what I'm saying, digital vinyl in his front yard to like being a part of PG NOLA in the 2015 Rap Like a King title, and being a part of SEMA builds and magazine covers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely would have never thought that, like, you know what I'm saying, I would have been here or been a part of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, dude, just, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Damn, we can end on that note. Holy shit. All the information and great advice, man, for anybody listening that's getting just into it or have been into it, to keep motivating. Dude, everything you just said is just all I could do is just sit back and listen. Like, I'm reminiscing on shit that I've done, and as you're talking and you're talking about self-motivation and, you know, sweeping the floors and telling somebody that's doing it now, like, hang in there, because look at where I am because of what you're doing now. Like, that was me fucking 8 or 9 years ago. Same shit. Just busting my ass. Just wanted to hold on to the business. Hold on to it. I had multiple offers of going to work for someone else and never took it because of the fact that I built a business and I wanted to hold on to it to the very end. And,
yeah, man, I know that feeling all too well.
Yeah, dude, and it's crazy. And then it all comes full circle. I walk into the shop and I'm like, okay, I want back in, and getting that opportunity and having that conversation again to be like, dude, you know, my boss now being like, hey, listen, I respect you for holding on to your business to the very end, and I totally would have done the same thing that you did and not given up. You know, because you put too much time into something. Why piss it all away? You know what I mean? Just hang
Yeah,
in there.
and saying that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever freaking, you know what I'm saying? We're all human. We fail. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let that shit like keep you, like hold you back from like, you know, keep trying to move forward or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like you said, bro, it's tough, you know, like failing and not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, watching your business like just go from right underneath you something. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's, you know, it's really discouraging, but you know, like I said, man, just keep going, learn from everything. You know, I learned so much about myself, about business, about vinyl, about people in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I still fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time, like, you know, but it's like, it's about how you fix it, how you make it better, how you move forward. Like, you know, like, fuck, dude, like yesterday with that Subaru, like little tailpiece, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I was just like, that shit literally like sucked all my motivation out, like of me. Like, I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, but it's just like, you know what? Like I said, just
lesson learned.
You know, not lesson learned. Don't
take the emblem off.
Don't take the emblem off the Subaru.
Keep that sucker on. Trim around that shit. Man. Fucking tape the shit out of it. It's staying on. We're not breaking one of those.
Yeah. But you know,
unreal, dude. Well, Ezaac, dude, this has been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. I really appreciate you hitting me up and giving me your story, because honestly, I didn't even know who you were. And apparently a lot of people know who you are. And
right.
I appreciate you reaching out, dude, and just like giving me like your bio on the DM, because after looking at it, I'm like, damn, you work with Kevin? What the fuck? Like, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? It's insane. And dude, you're doing great things. And I think if you stay at this path and, you know, keep a straight vision and stick to your dream of your your passion about opening up a shop eventually, dude, you are going to make it. You have so much more to learn, and you're getting in at the right time. You know what I mean? Like you had said before, you know, right when you started, you know, the color change, the different laminates, the different brands coming out, and this is the perfect time to be in this industry, man, and you're only gonna strive. You know,
I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate, you know, you giving me the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, this is awesome. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, you know, I've kept up with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you've had a lot of great people on here, a lot of, you know, big names, and you know, even people that, I'll be honest, some people that I never heard of. Like you said, I've looked into. I'm like, oh shit, like this dude, like these dudes are like on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Male and female, because you've had women on the show, and I've checked them out. I'm like, damn, like people are really out here like doing it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's just my motivation to just, I want to be there one day. You know, I want to be, like I said, when you say Kevin Kemp, when you say freaking Rick Fedor, James Tate, John Doover, Jim Miller, you know what I'm saying? All these names, like, that's what, you know what I'm saying? I want to be, you know, at that point, as far as like people being able to just like,
you want to be,
come to me, like, I want to be,
you want to be Ezaac Lopez.
Right. But like, yeah, exactly. I want to be like motivation for, like I said, the next generation of like, you know, and like, to, like I said, just show them that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can totally do it. Like, just fucking, like I said, just do it. Just get off your ass and
go
just do it.
Fucking
man.
Plenty of selfish plugs for Nike right there.
I was about to say, man, Nike better start paying me.
Fucking
just do it.
For real. For real. Holy shit. Well, cool, dude. I've honestly had a great time talking to you.
Same, man.
This has been amazing, dude. Let everybody know where they can follow your journey and catch you on social media.
Yeah, man. My social media, I just have Facebook and Instagram. And like I said, I don't really like on my Facebook. I just kind of like repost like the stuff that like Kevin does that we work together on, or like other shops. Like I stay low key, you know, but I think I'm pretty funny. Like, I post some funny shit like, on Instagram. You know, it's mainly my photography, but you know, I do live streams of rapping and post a lot of stuff on the story about rapping. But both of those, my Instagram and my Facebook, are just Ezaac Lopez, EZAAC LOPEZ. And man, you guys more than welcome to follow me. I'm sure you're already following the homie All Wrapped Up. You know, I appreciate it, you know, for everything, man, for sure.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. And we'll have to do a follow-up at some point once you get settled and maybe a year in and
see how's it going and stuff like that. And,
right.
I don't know if you're going to RapsCon this year, but I'm gonna be out there. So if anybody is out there and you know, say what's up for sure.
Yeah, come find you. That's cool, man. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
For sure. All right, brother. Well, it's been such a pleasure. And, dude, I wish you well for the rest of 2019, man.
Same, buddy. Same. I'll keep in touch for sure.
What's up, folks? Hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. And thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to IBOW Training, offering a variety of training options, such as training at your shop, group training classes nationwide, and even private design print profile training through remote login. Learn more about IBOW at ibowtraining.com. Thank you also to We Print Wraps, the industry's #1 source for wholesale printed wraps, offering free nationwide shipping across the U.S. and Canada on all orders over $500. And don't forget, exclusive listeners of this podcast save 5% on your next order when you use promo code ALLWRAPPEDUP at checkout. See why industry pros love them and visit WePrintWraps.com. Till next time, folks, that's a wrap.